Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into Subnautica 2, but this time we got a special guest joining the adventure. Everybody say hello to my brother before things get absolutely chaotic underwater.
Hola, y hoy estoy acompañando a mi hermano, el brother, al Subnautica 2. Espero que disfrute. Adiós.
Es más cerca,
¿Mm?
es más cerca.
Ya lo dije ya.
Ah, ok, bueno, ya que más.
Yo qué voy a decir más, ¿qué yo diga.
Anyways, enough talking. Let's jump back into the adventure and see what kind of chaos the ocean has waiting for us today. So I picked Felix, this handsome fellow right here, and my brother picked Triage. The game starts with us waking up inside this absolutely destroyed ship. Seriously, whoever runs this place needs to improve the working conditions immediately. We wake up basically half dead, barely able to move, and then the game tells us to touch this weird alien looking thing so we can breathe underwater. Yeah, sounds completely safe if you insist, game. After that, we head outside and finally see just how badly the ship got wrecked. Everything's destroyed, there's debris everywhere, and of course, we immediately find a dead person. Hi, dead person! We keep moving forward until we reach this life pod, but apparently it won't launch until we activate some interrupters outside first. So we head back out, flip the switches, and return to the pod ready to escape. The launch starts going smoothly for about 5 seconds. The lifeboat gets stuck halfway up, but thankfully brute force is still a very effective strategy, so the pod just keeps smashing its way through everything until we finally make it out, with a nice little hit to the head for extra realism. Then after our completely planned and totally safe nap, we wake up, step aside, and boom! The title of Subnautica 2 shows up on screen. And that's how our adventure officially begins. As any normal survivor would do, we immediately started messing around instead of exploring the vast ocean. After a little foolery, we finally started looking around, and I found this plant that electrifies you if you touch it. Naturally, I touched it again, just to confirm it really did keep shocking me. And well, it did. While my brother stood there watching and silently judging my life choices. I kept collecting random stuff off the ocean floor until I spotted this alien fish that the game said can be eaten, so I naturally ate it. Bad idea. He instantly damaged me. My brother told me to cook it, so of course that was exactly what I did. I went back out, found the same alien fish, threw it in the fabricator, and suddenly I got water. Well, okay then. Definitely an alien planet. I found other fish and cooked them too, but somehow they still damaged me. Like, what exactly was this seafood doing to my body? Then we found this underwater base, but it needed a battery to activate, so there was not much we could do there. After that, I learned how to place markers, except I did not know how to delete them, so I just left it there like a permanent reminder of my confusion. We kept gathering materials until I could finally build a hammer, which I immediately tried to use on my brother. It did not work. So then I tried to use it on a fish, but they all swam away from me like I was some kind of menace to their entire species. But the crabs? Oh, the crabs were not smart enough to run, so I started hammering them too. And somehow that also accomplished absolutely nothing. The next day I woke up refreshed and ready to start drama. After I saw my first big fish, I decided to test whether it was aggressive, and yeah, it definitely was. I kept cooking fish and eating it, and it still managed to hurt me, because I was clearly built different. Meanwhile, my brother found a random storage box in the middle of nowhere and carried it home, like it was a treasure. I brought the storage box inside our pod because I thought it would look better there. And honestly, it did. Then me and my brother started starving, so I had a brilliant idea. Maybe we should actually continue the main story for once. And there I found that weird alien thing again. Except this time he finally let me digest fish for food. Who would have guessed following that story would have saved us from hunger? I told my brother to do the same, and when I got back to the pod, I made some fins so I could swim faster. At that point, we were officially ready to survive. We learned how to build batteries, made a scanner, activated the underwater base with the battery, and used the biolab to learn what is probably the most useful ability in the whole game, dashing. This ability was absolutely broken. It let us get to places we couldn't before by just zooming around everywhere. It let us escape enemies trying to murder us, and quickly get back to the surface without having a heart attack over oxygen. It was honestly the most fun I've had in a while. I wouldn't be surprised if they nerfed it in the future. But I hope they don't, because it's amazing. There was just one tiny little problem. We only had 45 of oxygen. To build a bigger oxygen tank, we needed silver, and we could not find the damn silver anywhere. We looked around, nothing. Looked somewhere else, nothing. Looked even harder, still nothing. So naturally, I had another brilliant idea. Let's just continue the main story. So we did. At first we thought we couldn't reach the objective because it was way too deep. Turns out we were just being dumb. Because there was another underwater base there the whole time. And this one let us breathe. Meaning we could have gone there from the start. Yeah. Anyways, we scanned everything we could find and got an inventory upgrade, which was pretty nice. Then outside the cave, we met our crab friend. He was actually pretty chill, at least for now. Then we went back to the pod and found a bunch of titanium scattered all over the floor. Apparently, when I was turning metal salvage into titanium, my inventory filled up and the titanium just launched itself onto the floor of the pod. And somehow, I didn't notice. Until now. Yeah, oops. So now our pod just looked like a titanium storage unit. After that, we went looking for silver again. And still nothing. Then we got another call from the pod about a black box. So we headed there. There were a lot of things to scan, so naturally I got distracted. Very distracted. Distracted enough that I completely forgot to check my oxygen. And I drowned. Professional gameplay. I went back, opened the door to the main area, got another massive lore dump, and while heading back to the pod, I found it. A cave. And inside it, something I genuinely thought was a myth. Silver. Actual silver. I grabbed every single piece I could find, took it all home, and finally made 2 scuba tanks. One for me and one for my brother. Now we were finally ready to explore even more of this massive ocean. But that's for another video. There were a few things I cut because they didn't feel important enough to keep in the video, like me getting a second storage box while looking for silver, or my brother building a base builder at the end. Nothing too major, just little things to keep the video moving. Thank you guys so much for watching. This video took me a long time to edit, so if you guys enjoyed it, I really appreciate it if you guys subscribed and left a like. That's all I had to say, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao ciao.
Do you still remember when you told me how much you liked it and how